Before we begin, I need to express my gratitude for Kevin Keefe and the District 8 team and their willingness to engage in conversations to resolve constituents' issues. I also want to give you a thank you for your recognition that it's not only important to make common sense decisions to help recruit new businesses here to the Commonwealth, but also to make common sense decisions to help assure that we retain existing businesses here in the Commonwealth. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I look forward to an event in the future, Senator.
I agree with you. I want to follow up on the conversation that you've had with several members with regard to the I-95 bridge reconstruction. You noted many successes. There were a lot of lessons learned. And you spoke about the design build best value, but as I think back to a bridge being wiped out in 2018 in my district that separated the Casper-Gladfelter homestead from the Gladfelter family picnic grounds on the advent of the 250th anniversary of him coming to America, we were in a panic, and PennDOT was on site, ready to go, and our biggest impediment was getting the permit necessary to repave and redo that bridge. So permitting can even be a problem for PennDOT. What are your thoughts on real and meaningful permitting reform here in the Commonwealth?
Well, I know the governor has charged the cabinet secretaries to streamline permitting in every agency. We are engaged in that as PennDOT as well. You highlight, a permit that would come from a different agency potentially. It's my expectation that the governor's leadership in this arena will result in some progress that will be meaningful, that will advance projects to their completion sooner.
Well, I have a piece of legislation over in the House that would codify a good part of some of those reforms that the governor is making. It's Senate Bill 350, and would certainly appreciate any assistance you could give in getting real and meaningful permitting reform into law. As I have said to prior cabinet secretaries, we're not going to be here forever, but we really need to fix our permitting structure to make sure that this Commonwealth works well. I would appreciate that.
Happy to take a look at it.
Billions have been lost with regard to the motor licensing fund, and you noted that many projects would have been done had those dollars been available. And moving state police costs out of the motor licensing fund has been a many years long process. I know you cast those votes in the House, and we're beginning to see a light at the end of the tunnel. The governor's proposed budget, I'm concerned, sets us on a path to spend down our general fund balance by the end of fiscal year 25-26 and exhaust our rainy day fund by the end of fiscal year 26-27. And depending on whose numbers you look at, leaving us with if you listen to the Independent Fiscal Office, there's going to be a large hole to fill. Does the governor's proposal to use all of our general fund reserves concern you, that we'll be forced to backslide on what I think was great bipartisan effort to free up more money for roads and bridges, because we're going to have to cover general fund deficits going forward in those future years?
My primary focus is the motor license fund, which is separate from the general fund and enjoys constitutionally protected flow of revenue from motor fuel taxes and driver license vehicle fees. So, the delivery of projects in the world of transportation, highways and bridges, is insulated from the policy discussions you're describing.
Well, and I think we have some challenges with the motor licensing fund, as you noted in exchanges with colleagues, the gentleman from Cumberland County, on how to assure that that works well. Also want to touch quickly, and I know you deferred to the gentlelady from Montgomery County, but talk about PennDOT driver and vehicle services IT systems. I'm assuming that you have significant computer and IT systems to support the processing of vehicle registrations, titles, driver's licenses. Can you discuss the state of those systems?
They're legacy systems. They're in many ways in need of upgrade. PennDOT and the Office of Administration and our consultant team is advancing as quickly as we can on an upgrade to the motor vehicle record system that we have. To put it in layman's terms, we have driver vehicle records and we have vehicle records, driver license records and vehicle records, I should say. The upgrade for vehicle records is far simpler than the upgrade on driver license side because of the unbelievable number of nuances that exist in driver license records. So, Senator, the delivery of a new motor vehicle computer system is well underway. I suspect that it's probably able to be switched on in a number of years. That seems like a long way to go, but the complexities are real. Other states struggle with this as well. And once we do the vehicle records, then we'll embark on the driver license side, which will be very challenging.
I hope that you'll work with us because I would imagine there'll be significant costs.
Yes, happy to.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Secretary. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Senator Schwenk.